Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to have your attention, please, if we could, for just a minute. I want to welcome everyone on this afternoon to a special ribbon cutting at the Step by Step House. Okay, thank you very much. This is a great day. It's a very special day in Dubuque for many, many reasons. We're here celebrating with the chairman of the board of Step by Step, Mr. Wayne Brecken. Wayne, congratulations. I'm here today representing Chamber of Commerce and City of Dubuque and many, many other organizations. On behalf of all of them, we congratulate you. It's a fantastic place you have here. You bet. When we've done these ribbon cuttings before, we usually bring along some elected officials that would like to congratulate you as well. And I usually start things off when I do these with the gentleman over here on my left. He's the mayor of our fair city. Please give a warm welcome to Mayor Roy Buell.
Thank you, Kevin. Wayne, I'd like to introduce council members who are here with me today, beginning with Kevin, who's doing double duty today. We've got Dirk Voltberg, Joyce Connors, Rick Jones, and David Resnick. As mayor and on behalf of the city council, city staff, and our 60,000 extraordinary citizens of Dubuque, I want to congratulate you on the completion of this very wonderful project here in our downtown. This $1.6 million investment in accessible housing is just another great example of how we can partner for a better Dubuque. Two of the City Council's top priorities are tied directly to this project. The City Council is committed to improving accessibility for people with disabilities in Dubuque, and the Council is also committed to sustainability, and this is obviously has both of those priorities of the city very much present. The adaptive reuse of this beautiful building is also another gem in our historic downtown, and one that is going to be enjoyed by some very happy residents when they move in here. Again, congratulations from the City of Dubuque, and we're very happy to have been a partner in this project with you. Thank you.
And now it's time for all of us to hear about this fantastic facility that we've got here. So why don't I just turn the microphone over to the man of the hour, Mr. Wayne Brecken.
And Step by Step began as a vision of Sarah Davidson, and Sarah is a low-income individual with disabilities, and she felt the need to try to improve the quality of life for those in similar situation. And in thinking about that, she had three thoughts in mind, which connect very well with what the city is trying to do. You know, to sum her vision up in three words, I could use accessibility, sustainability, and affordability. She understands what the barriers are to people with disabilities and low income. The barriers exist to her, and I have no idea what those barriers are. I don't recognize them because I cannot be in her shoes. But Sarah had this vision. She saw it through. She got a hold of David Harris at the City of Dubuque. The idea continued to develop. They formed a steering committee. In 2006, the property that we're standing at was identified as a prospect for the project to, again, improve the quality of life through a housing project. And so in 2006, the purchase agreement was entered into on this property. We had no money to put into the project, so that's another amazing part of the project. We had no equity going in. Purchase agreement was signed. All of these funding sources had to be identified and solidified. We had to extend the purchase agreement 3 or 4 times, I believe, with the owner as we were trying to get all our funding sources in line. And in December of 2007, we still did not have everything solidified the way we hoped. But on Christmas Eve of 2007, the board, in faith, made the decision to purchase the property because we just knew it was the right thing to do. Our funding sources did come to fruition, and we purchased the property in February of 2008. In the meantime, we had been working with Portson Construction, which I'll talk about in a minute, in developing the plans to remodel and renovate the property to what it is today. The progress began in March of 2008. and basically a year later, here we stand. At this time, I would like to introduce Jamie Koppas. Jamie is one of our members of the board, and she just would like to add her perspective on the project. Jamie?
Thank you, Wayne. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank you guys for coming. I will keep it short and sweet. This is a very important project, and we are so lucky to have such a great community who is so dedicated to building a house like this. This will allow people with disabilities to live independently, and I am just so honored to be in a part of this group and a part of the board. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce Professor Len Sandler.
Thank you and welcome. Last few years I've been carrying a law book in one hand and a calibrated tape measure in the other for work on this project. And on behalf of the 24 student legal interns who've been working for the last 3 years, including Ian McConaughey, who's the most recent, who's prepared a lot of the materials for you on universal design and the aspects of the house, I thank you for coming. And when we originally were called to work on the project, we were asked to think about designing a home that could be used by people with mobility impairments first and foremost. But then we also had to think about the way we approach every other project, which is, what if they invited all of their friends to come in? Who was going to come in, and could they enjoy the kitchen and cook with us and use the facilities, do laundry, play, congregate, help manage the place? And could they use it independently? And if you take a look around, we have people who are rather tall, some of short, some of us have mobility problems. So we had to say, how can we make it a home first and foremost that you'd want to live in? So if we think we've done our job, if when you walked in you said, I can live here. Because if you can, then everyone's done their job. Second, it's a beautiful location. The bluff is gorgeous. Third, you know it's well built because we're all standing on this deck. So when we're thinking about it, when we designed it, we had to build in safety, comfort, and convenience for everyone. And some of the features that you may or may not have noticed when you walked in is sort of a gently sloped passageway through the side, power assist doors for people who don't have the strength to pull a heavy door open so they can enter it, keyless door locks and security for the elevator so people are protected, and it can be changed when tenants leave. You have motion sensor lighting, which goes on and it saves energy, but it also means that people can move from space to space and have ample lighting, can find their way. For people who have low vision and vision problems, we have rocker switches, if you've noticed, that are really easy to manipulate, but they're backlit. So in the dark, you can find your way throughout the apartment or find your way to the bathroom or the really extra large side-by-side refrigerator freezer if you want to raid it in the middle of the night. So I really think the house can speak for itself. So I'm going to stop it right here because there are materials throughout, and we posted cards both in large print and in Braille which identify some of the other features. We have lower cabinets that people can reach, and we've got shower heads and roll-in showers for people who have to use mobility devices. There are a whole host of conveniences and basic and state-of-the-art technology. So tour the home, let us know what you think, and congratulations to everybody who's here and who's really made it a success. And on behalf of the University of Iowa, thank you for allowing us to partake in this living laboratory.